I don't know how many times I gotta tell you. There's only two kinds of people in this world. There's me, and then there's everybody else. You gotta get that shit clear. No, I was kidding.
See, first of all, hey, you know it's gonna be a good story when it starts out with, so this bitch.
Right. Or so. Usually the long so will set off a story too when you know it's gonna be good.
Man, wait till you hear this shit. Like, man, I didn't tell you,
Right.
bro. Like, man, you ain't gonna believe this.
Dude, or like somebody like my brother, dude,
Dude,
or my brother will.
Hey,
my brother's the only one too that will literally roll his R's on dude.
Like, dude,
He'll be like, dude, and then he'll be like, what
I
up?
missed the shit out of Ricardo. I had so much fun.
Dude, my brother has his own language. I've been trying to get him on here. You guys are gonna help me get him there.
Hey,
because my brother has his own language. Like he might be camera shy at first. I told him just come be on the mic. You know?
Yeah.
But
dude, your brother is funny as shit when he wants to be.
I'm telling you. And he, oh my gosh, he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy.
Hey,
But no.
But on another note, how about them Lions?
I tell you what, let's get this show on the road.
Let's get it.
Welcome back, humans.
Let's get it.
It's Wednesday, and we're back with another Hump Day vent session. Got my man Angelo, the dynamic duo.
Back up in this bitch, Batman and Robin.
Pow!
Say he's who. Everybody's not taking credit. No.
Like the Catalina wine mixer. We were like, pow! We're
not
back.
The Catalina
the
wine
fucking
mixer.
Catalina wine mixer. Pow! Motherfucker.
He's like, you touch my drums.
Yes, sir. And, dude, before we get going on some other things, I got a couple weird like news headlines I wanted to share with you.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
Some crazy shit in Florida. And I always think it's crazy. There's a radio station here that always has, it's called Crazy Florida News or whatever the hell, crazy people in Florida. And I always thought they were just picking on people in Florida. But there's a lot of crazy things going on in Florida.
I lived in Florida for some years, like Central Florida and like South Florida. And
for real.
I love it. Every place I've ever lived, like I think Florida would be my number one. And Louisiana would be like right behind it. And I've lived in other countries and shit, so that's saying a lot.
This is a positive.
It's some wild ass shit that goes on in Florida, bro. Like, I've seen things there that you thought you would only see on a YouTube video or some shit. Like,
shit you got to sign in on. You just can't
and this was and this was years ago, like in the 2004 to 2008.
Yeah.
So there wasn't all of, you know what I'm saying? Like, the videos and stuff that you were getting on their phones, like, people wasn't getting that. Like, dude, I've seen some shit that if I told somebody, they wouldn't even believe me. They'd be like, you saw this where? I'd be like, South Dade. like, yeah, shit jumped off in South Dade.
That's funny.
No, it's funny now, but shit wasn't funny then.
Right.
Shit wasn't funny then. I was like, people was like, oh my God. And I was just sitting there like, huh? like where the fuck they do that at?
Florida.
Like, right here.
In a panhandle, or lower than panhandle.
Like, drop it low.
It's what the panhandle was pouring out.
Keys.
But
like Alamorada, bitch.
So this is kind of a positive story, but it's also a creepy story at the same time. A guy created a machine that takes your fucking contact lenses out.
I saw it, man.
It's like a robot.
Something.
Like,
yeah, I seen something about that, and I was like, dude.
And it opens your eyelid and takes your shit out, and with like a suction cup. Or like one of them darts that the Nerf shoots out. Just like.
Stop. Look at me. Look at the camera. Look directly to the camera. And let me say this to you and everybody on the camera. That is some bullshit. Like, no. Nothing poking you in your eye. Like, it's bad enough, like, at the dentist, but people don't even realize your mouth is so sensitive.
Yeah.
That hurts. But, man, something poking in your eye accidentally, like, hell no.
Now, do you wear glasses or contacts or anything?
Yes, I do wear glasses.
Do you ever wear contacts, or have you ever?
Yeah, I had contacts, like, when it was first a big deal, like back in junior high, I had contacts, like 7th and 8th grade. Like,
now, which would do you prefer?
Dude, give me glasses all day. Like,
glasses? Are they just more comfortable or more?
No, lenses are a lot more comfortable. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna say I'm forgetful. It's just like too much hassle, man. It's like between like I fell asleep with my lenses on and woke up inside of my eye. It's laying inside of the pillow, stuck to your eyelash. You can't find it.
Yeah,
fucking rolled back in your eye. You're trying to get it out. Plus, I don't like poking myself in the eye.
Me neither.
It's only touching your eyeball. It's like, you open up and bam. But
I don't like shit by my eye, like, so I think they would have to
Right.
like knock me out or something if they had to do anything to my eye because
He'd be like, go to sleep, little nigga. We work on
right,
your
and
eyes.
and my wife works where they do eye surgery. She does that stuff for a living where they do these eye surgeries. And I told her like if I was there and I had to get something done, she'd probably be making fun of me, or they whole would be after I left because they'd be trying to get near my eye. I'd be like, you better strap me down or something because I'm gonna block you somehow. I'm gonna be
Right, like,
moving my head.
When your shit's by your eye, I mean,
Oh.
if dust particles fly too close to my eye, like I don't know, it's like your eyelashes really are that sensitive because I can feel shit. I'm like, what? Blink, I'm like, what is that? Like, hold on, what is that?
I tried to put some contacts in one time for a Halloween costume, like those crazy eyeballs and shit.
Right.
And that was fucked up. Like that was I mean,
job.
I did it and I had fun the night, but man, my
like,
eyes
never
were
did it.
so red next day because I was just so uncomfortable with that shit. But they probably weren't like the prescription type because I don't have a prescription.
Type, prescription type. They're a lot thinner, a lot more flexible. But
Right.
like I said, I've never been a fan of like the vision. And once it's actually in, it's a comfortable. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, because you don't feel it's not like the shit's scratching your eyeball or your cornea or something, and you don't. But it's just too much hassle to fall asleep with them on, or you know what I'm saying, losing something, wind blow too hard or something. Like it's easy to lose a contact lens.
Yeah,
Easy.
for sure. For sure. It's clear.
Yeah, and,
You're going to lose it.
dude. And tiny, like it's so visible. Like there's sometimes you can put one on the tip of your finger, and if you're looking at, unless you're looking at it close, you won't even see it. Like is this shit on my hand? Like
Whoa.
yeah, I don't. Like I said, it's
I don't know if I'm down for no machine because
no Pokemon. No,
and then it
definitely
opens your
not.
eyelid. There's like pictures and stuff of them, what it does, and I'm just like, nuh-uh, man. And then the stick comes out with a little suction cup, and it just supposedly will measure the distance perfectly to your eyeball,
and be like, bloop.
and it's just supposed to be like and take your shit off. I don't know about that. I ain't doing it.
Fuck around, right? Shit, or do your shit, be running around like sloth, like, hey, you guys,
Hey,
shit
you
all
guys.
fucking slanted.
Oh, you
all
got that
fucked up.
Popeye face forever.
Like I am what I am. Like you're damn right about that. I ain't never seen
They're
nothing
like,
like you.
they're like, dude, it's nighttime. It ain't even bright out. Why you squinting?
He's like, man, I thought I had that bomb ass insurance.
I'd
but
be
it
making
was-
stories up.
Like, it was some bold ass insurance.
Hey, I'd be making stories up like, why you squinting all the fucking time? Like, man, I ate some hot sauce and fucking wipe my eye. Damn it, it's gonna be
Yo.
there for a while. It's gonna be there for a while.
Speaking of that, bro, I was cutting habaneros like back
Oh
home,
shit.
and I go in the bathroom, whatever, and touched it, and other hand like rubbed my eye, and like,
Oh my god.
man, it
That sounds like an
Dude.
experience.
no, it was an experience. It was like. It was one of them questioning God type moments. Like, God, why? Like, why? Like, dude, man, I've had a jalapeno seed like actually pop behind my eyelid. Like, cut and scraping the inside of it after I cut it.
Yeah.
And one of them popped. And it was literally on the inside of my eyelid, dude. I bitched up. Like, this one was burning and the other one was crying. Like, why?
Man,
Hey, for real.
for all you Mexican people out there, I don't know which pepper it is, but my dad used to cook these one peppers that you couldn't even fucking go through the kitchen without it burning your fucking face, like your eye, like almost like pepper
Ugh.
spray. And then when you cook,
But
ate
if
it
you
in the,
cook it and you boil it to heat it up, that shit gets
Yeah.
in the air and it's, oh my God.
I swear it felt like being pepper sprayed
Yeah,
or
it's
something,
like
man.
bear mace or some shit.
I couldn't go to the kitchen and he's just cooking like it ain't shit. And he's like, oh, watch out. These things are hot, you know? And I'm just like, what? And I go to the basement. I'm like, damn, this is where the low space is. This is where I would have stopped, dropped, and rolled anyway. Because it was just a like cloud of burning ass smoke. It just burned you. Like, you were just like, ugh. Like, you didn't know
Burn
what
your
the.
skin.
Oh, it fucked you up,
Like,
man. Like, I had red shit right here. Everybody's like, what happened to you? Were you crying? You was wiping a tear? I'm like, no, man. My dad was cooking with this shit.
Your skin was burnt like you got napalm or something.
Oh, my God. I was fucked up.
Like, is this Agent Orange like it's fucking poblanos and ghost peppers?
For real. Somebody poured some borax or some shit out.
Dude. Hey,
Oh, man. That was
peppers.
crazy. So when it was in the food, it was good. It didn't taste like that, but the whole house was like pepper sprayed. We got like fucking. We got tear gassed and
like
shit.
you got a rash, your face is all red.
Oh,
Just
man.
like fucking firecrackers.
They're like,
Dude.
get down.
He's like,
Get to the house.
chopper.
Trying to get to my room, and they're like, get down. Crawl for your life if you want to make it. Follow me if you want to live. It
They're
was like my soul telling me to
look,
get to the
look,
basement.
you had that shit, and then it's all in your face and your eyes from that shit. And it's like, look, and then when they say that, it's like, it's not a tumor.
It's not.
Like, oh yeah, it is. You're growing a tumor in your face from the hot ass pepper.
Right, you get this fucking big ass, welty ass like blister.
Pus, like.
Oh,
Dude, like I don't see how people watch that show, Pimple Popper shit, bro.
My wife loves that show.
Dude, I've seen it once or twice.
I watched like 5 seconds. This one guy. Oh, go ahead.
It's fucked up. It's kind of like a train wreck, though. It's like you don't want to look at it, but
and you
you're
keep
just
looking.
like you gotta see. You like, man, I saw.
That's like them injury videos. You don't and you do.
Oh man, dude.
But yeah, that shit's weird. That pimple shit.
Oh my god, I damn near throw up looking at that. Like, oh.
There was one that got me. I'm like, oh, this. I watched the end. It wasn't like this ending of one. Oh, that ain't that bad. And then this next one starts. It looked like he had a fucking, I don't know, like another shoulder socket, like another rotator cuff on the middle of his chest. It was like right in here. And I'm like, oh, he should go to the hospital. But the doctor was like, no, that's a fucking cyst. So she says, yeah, that's definitely a cyst. And she's all pushing this thing around. And then she cuts it.
And it
all right?
No.
So it doesn't splatter, but it was all this like black fluid, dude. Like it looked like somebody had some like, I don't know. It was like black mashed potatoes. Like if charcoal mixed with mashed potatoes, like all up in there. And I watched that whole 7 seconds until I saw that mashed potato shit. And I was like, oh my God. And my wife starts laughing. She's like, I want to finish this. I'm like, oh, hurry up. I'm putting my headphones on. And I'm just like, God damn, I had to exorcist that shit.
I can't watch it like that. Like I love a good horror movie to get the more blood, the guts, or whatever. But in real life, I'm squeamish as fuck about that shit. Like I'm not bad where like, oh my God, I cut my finger, but like severe injuries, like I couldn't work in a emergency room.
Right.
I would be like, I wouldn't like faint or pass out, no shit, blah blah.
I feel weird
blood.
after all that shit.
That's too much blood for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, remember I was telling the story a couple episodes ago, and I was telling you my fingers, I got
with the spokes.
Spot. Correlated with that story, my uncle ended up taking me to the hospital.
Yeah.
And while I'm at the ER, this is the next day because I told you I didn't even want to tell my mom to happen. But like the next day, sitting in the ER, and this dude comes in the emergency room. I'll never forget. Like I'm just sitting there waiting for him to get to me. And this dude came in. He said he was in a fight or something, but he had been cut like filleted, like from his earlobe, from like his earlobe here, like all the way down to that. It was like just like flat.
Oh my goodness!
Like, his whole shoulder, like blood was dripping off his fingertips because it was pouring down from here, and he had like a big towel on his neck. Like they're like, sir, what happened? And he had to show him, and he did that. Dude, I thought I was like in a bad horror movie. I was like in the 4th grade or something at that time, 4th, 5th grade maybe. Dude. I was ready to go. I was like, fuck my friends. Like, I want to leave. Like that man's going to die in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, his shit was filleted. I'm surprised he made it to the hospital because I was looking like, what in the entire fuck?
Gross.
Like, that wasn't a cut. That was like somebody just like.
Opened up some stuff, man. You could like see organs probably.
Yeah, you know what happened? He probably ran off on the plug. No, like back in the day, like motherfuckers were running off on the plug back in '84. When the Tigers won the World Series, he went straight from the game and ran off on the plug.
Consequences.
Like I want some Tiger turf in the bag.
Right. Put that turf in the bag.
Put it in the bag.
I want an arm from the chair. It's coming with me.
Like all this coming with me.
That was happening though, man.
My mom had Tiger turf, like, and uncle, like, my friends and cousins and shit, because they were there. Well, not there, but downtown Power, everybody rushed the thing and did all that. But, damn, I was young. Bro, dude, my mic is like.
There's that tightened in. Yep.
Right here?
Yep.
Oh, shit, there we go. I was about to walk off the show, be a prima donna, like, I can't work like this.
Mic drop. It was like a mic flop because it was still been plugged in. So it was
like you're like a LeBron James. Like what? Like you flopping all the time.
I'm like Twink. I'd have been like, your mic needs a Viagra. It just went limp, and you just left and got all depressed about it. It was like
you're like, you know what? I don't want to talk about this on camera. Why did you even bring that up?
You know it was an off-show topic,
right? So like, I see you don't talk about. Look, it's like all off camera. Like I see you don't talk about that shit. No. They're like, we can see you and still hear you. I'm like.
And that's what I'd be pulling that, looking over the thing like, oh, you want to go to break? Oh, all right. Oh, man, we got to go to break.
Look, I'm like, can we talk about this off camera? You're like, yeah, turn the mic off. You're like turn the camera off, but you're like, keep it rolling. Like, keep that shit rolling.
I'm like, yeah, these are motion sensors. When I do this, the mic pauses. Go ahead. I was like, go ahead, go. And go.
Like look, you've been said some like real fucked up, incriminating shit. Like think you're off camera, and Mike. Like
I know the numbers are moving, but they're not really. It's just got to jump back on time.
As I always say. No, what is it? Shut eye, mind trick.
Yeah, these are not the numbers you see here.
I'm Talk about numbers, dude. That's still a sore subject behind the election. Ooh.
Oh.
Shots fired. Pa-pow, pa-pow.
This shit is crazy. I thought it was all done. Like, you lost, go home.
Right, I'm like,
And
I've
no,
never,
we got to
I
keep
don't
counting.
I don't even understand that. I'm like, don't get me wrong. I'm not mad about the results. Trust me. Not at all. But I'm like, how you just declare somebody president and all the votes ain't counted? Like, where do you do that shit at?
Right.
They was like, look, 2020 is a different year. We're doing things different. He got 270. We just going to say he won. And if the votes change, we just ain't sending the U-Haul to pull Trump out.
Right.
Like, Joe, you
then
ain't
you get to
moved
stay.
yet. It look like, Joe, you ain't moved yet. Don, you ain't moved yet. So after we count the votes, if shit go that way, then y'all both be moving. He's like, but after, if the votes go the other way, look like, go ahead, Donnie, you up in that bitch.
Right.
And Joe, Kamala.
It's funny hearing all the people say that. Like, they were asking this one guy, I think it's Mike Pompeo or whatever. He says he's like one of our Secretary of Defense or some shit. I don't remember. He's some kind of big deal. And he goes, he said, they were like, are you prepared for the transition? They're calling this shit the transition.
Like, yeah, like it's going to be an event.
Like Catlin, like this is the transition and shit. They just pulled Trump's dick off.
Whoa, easy.
Oh, you can swear. You can swear.
You're talking about castrating and like.
No, I'm just saying, like the
Like-
transition. I was just making a joke on the transition part.
Oh, he was like, I was like, dude.
But anyways,
Look, again, off mic.
no, but I'm saying, like,
Fucking around.
even in this campaign, he was talking about my man having little hands
Oh, yeah,
and that kind of shit. But
Hey, kind of do though. Like you got the puppet hands. Like what was that movie? And the dude had the little puppets, and the thing had the one big hands, and the other one was
Puppet Master.
man. That's what it made me think about. The little hands. The dude had the bullet head and the
Dude,
big huge
no
ass
joke.
hands.
When I was a kid, I had that frame of the one with the big arms.
Oh yeah, you was lanky.
I was like, what the hell? Like, I didn't grow into them. I didn't grow till I was like 18. I was like 4'11" till I was 18. And then all of a
You
sudden,
just
like,
brought it
my
up.
spine got all fucked up. I got stretch marks on my back and shit. My shit just like, I got the Avatar fucking torso just came out of nowhere.
He said he was
But my
out here-
arms were like long
I
as
said
hell.
He was out here like an orangutan, like all through like elementary school, like.
My friends were like, "Are you special?" When I was younger, because they thought I could walk on my knuckles and shit. Because my arms were long, and like I finally got bigger. Like
Walk on your knuckles,
for
like,
real.
Like, Mom, he's a Neanderthal. He's a real knuckle dragger. Like,
I
show
didn't
the
even
scars
play.
on your hands.
I was like
what?
that dude from the Dolls. I swear to God, just not all the muscles and shit. I was just a
Right,
young kid.
I remember you.
And then all of a sudden, I finally got into them, but they're still long as shit. But
I remember asking your brother, like, is he, no,
he didn't catch up yet.
I'm just playing. I didn't hate your brother and shit like that. Oh, my God. You're retarded.
Oh my God.
Hey, this was something I wanted to touch on. I think I mentioned it to you
Yes.
earlier. during
Yes.
the week.
Yep. I've been waiting,
And
and this
it's
is like
it's some weird shit.
some
that
people
goes
might
on.
get offended by it, but this is like true shit. This is like true analysis of things that have been done. We did like research.
We are talking about
Yes.
passenger seating,
Yes.
quarterbacking with your girl.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, so I mentioned
Some people might get offended by it because
hey,
it might
you
be them.
You might get offended, and if this is you, don't get mad at me. That means step your motherfucking game up, get your shit together.
Yeah,
your
get
mind
out,
right.
get out of the
Look,
shotgun
Get
seat.
your mind right, stack your chips, keep your game tight.
So go ahead.
3 simple rules in life. I'm just saying like this. Like, I pull up at a light. It's a chick on the passenger side driving, like in the next lane.
Yeah.
She's got her seat up because she's short driving.
Uh-huh.
She looks over. She's like, get a little look like, hey, a little wave and smile. So, do the same back. Long story short, this broke bum dude, I guess, puts his seat up from the passenger side, like who you talking to? Looked over like, I don't know, light turned green, so he kind of said something under the breath. But I said all that to say this. If you're not quarterbacking,
Right.
you're not the wide receiver, you're just, I don't even know what you are. But, look, you're not the receiver or the quarterback. You're not playing a position in that. It's like, dude, shut your ass up before she drop you off at the bus stop, and you'll see her riding back in my shit.
Oh, my God.
Dude, you can't be mad.
You got to
And you
admit,
in the
like,
passenger seat talking shit. Like, you ain't paying no car note, probably ain't got no gas money.
you got to have some weird extra confidence to be able to do that. Like,
yeah.
coming from the
Dominate.
shotgun side. Especially,
Like,
even
you
it's even worse if you're in the back
look,
seat.
And no disrespect to women, but the term was said, you riding bitch and your bitch is riding.
Damn.
That's what was said. And
If you like it, like it. If you don't,
I'm
sorry.
Angelo Christine, and I approve that message.
This is paid for and approved by the
Like, hold
Magical
on, we ain't paying
Campaign.
for shit. Fuck all that. We ain't paying for nothing. No, just,
But even though it
we're
was paid
joking
for, it cost
yesterday.
0.99.
Zero. Hey, but that's just real ass shit. You can't be out there like
For real.
getting mad. Like you can't even look. She controlling the radio station. You ain't got shit on but your seatbelt.
And that would be a rare
That's
time.
it.
That'd be a rare time when it happened. They call that the shotgun slayer because it's like a rare story, like Excalibur type shit.
Right, where the dude came from the passenger seat and just took
And
shit
just
over.
pulled one over. Like you became the driver.
Like, you know what? Like, she ain't even talking to you, talking to me, because I'm like, yes, she is. Like she just texted me her phone number right here at the light.
He's like, look, I got both hands free. I can do this. While I talk to her in the ride.
Right. I'm like,
He's like, can you do this?
He's like, you ain't gonna be talking. Like, you ain't gonna be talking to my girl. Like, you're right. I'm texting her right now. Like, just that quick. She's giving me her number at the light. Like, I'm texting your girl right now.
He's like, look, at the at the next light, I can show her my good side.
Look. And then he's mad like, baby, let me see your phone. She's like, get your own phone turned on. If you want to check somebody's phone, like, damn, nigga, you ain't got no phone.
Damn.
And you trying to grab her shit. She's like, you know what? He's like, touch my phone again. I'm dropping you off at your mama's house. You and your PlayStation and your Jordans.
Oh, man.
Let me stop. This shit ain't funny. Because I know a few motherfuckers like that. They're going to be mad. They're going to be hollering at me on the show. Like, they're like, for real, bro?
It's just entertainment.
For real. No, like, it's entertainment to us, but nigga, it's the truth in your life. Like, quit playing.
Even though this entertainment might sting some with a little truth bomb. There might be a
Right.
truth nugget in there. But
Right, so
our aim was for entertainment,
yeah,
not entertainment for your little baby wuss asses.
Hey,
sensitive ones
hey,
like wet tissue.
you might get paid about it, but you get paid with a fucking reality check. Like, checkmate, bitch.
Yeah, reality checks kind of hurt sometimes.
Hey, like, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and put a check on that. Like, what does that mean? Like, you got checked, you got people with a reality check, just check is all in your life today.
Speaking on people sitting shotgun, what about them shitty ass or backseat drivers or the people at shotgun are supposed to be giving you like directions and shit, and they like just fuck your shit all up.
Oh, bad GPS ass drivers.
They're like,
I'm
you're supposed to be my aggravator, my navigator,
Yeah.
but you became the nagravator because you aggravated my ass while navigating me.
That's the worst shit, dude. I'm so, like I said, I am a die-hard believer in GPS. Like, nowadays,
Oh my God! Well, you know
somebody
how
may
we
try
yell.
to-
We don't always get along with it when it has those malfunctions.
But I would rather I
We're not
cannot
like built-in
stand-
maps.
I literally cannot stand someone sitting next to me. And I ask people before we even pull off if they're going somewhere or whatever, I'm taking them somewhere. I'm like, dude, where are we going? Like, just go up. And they're like, just go up such a street. I'll tell you when. No, like, no, dude, you're not going to tell me when to turn. You're
Go
not about
this
to have
way.
Me, look, I'm in the far right lane. And you wait till we get 2 car lanes away from the intersection. Be like, oh, you need to go left here. Hop over 2 lanes and cut these cars off at the. Or you go past it. You're like, oh, shit, I missed it, bro. You got to turn around. Like, nah, bro. I tell motherfuckers, period. Where are we going? Oh, if you don't know, give me the address. I will GPS it. You ain't got to say shit. I will get us there. That I cannot stand that. Motherfucker be like, well, I'll just tell you. And I'll say, what's the address? And they're like, well, I just know it's here. Like, do you know the address? Yeah. Give me that. And that'll alleviate this whole conversation that we're having right now. Just stop all that shit.
We used to get together with some of my old school friends, and we still do once in a great while. So, like, when we do, it's like the same group, like the same 5
Wait a
people.
minute. You had friends?
Yeah.
He's
for
like,
real.
he's like, when I met you, I had tres, but now I have a uno.
Now I got like 4 more. So, anyways, like all 5 of us meet up, right? And they're real.
He's like, they're real.
Because, like,
they don't
sometimes-
live in Canada.
Right.
Like,
Sometimes I don't even drive. Like, they will pick me up. That's how real they are.
oh,
And it's not my mom
well, not
or my
this
brothers
side.
or sisters. It's an actual friend.
Like, he's like, I know people.
For real.
He's like, I hang around people.
Dry land is not a myth. No.
Like, I hang around.
Pull
a lot
that
of
water
people,
world shit.
and they usually leave when I walk up. They're just hanging out in the park. I just walk up.
Every time you come over, they just leave. But
you know
before you
what?
cut
You
over
just
just
missed
now, they was all here.
Like, you just missed them. They all went out the back door.
They were like, I know he's down the street just 2 minutes away, but I got to go. And then that's what happened. No, but anyways.
Hey, I gotta tell y'all, this is like the most, like the most fun I have during the week. Doing this shit right here is the absolute best.
This is a blast. We have that the Wednesday hump day vent sessions and Saturday. Don't forget. You guys got to join us and hit us with a like and subscription. Share it with some friends. Share it with some friends.
Hey, and if you like this Wednesday shit, weekends are fucking phenomenal.
Because so much happens with, because
during the course of the week, you got Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's the preempt to the weekend.
Right.
And then prime in the weekend.
In those couple days, so much crap could happen in the news. They could count like 5 more ballots. That's one. There could be some more Fuchilala breakouts or Fuchilala cures.
That Heineken flu.
Right. Or the fucking Lions will lose again.
Like they always do.
Because they're the greatest.
Dude, can we talk? Can we get...
They got a new meme of a guy, a Lions fan. He's on a couch. And he's a young guy watching him. And then he says, go Lions, this is our year. And then it goes like the next year, like 10 years down the line, he's got like gray hair and his hair gets bigger. He's got like an afro and his hair gets longer. And he's like, go Lions, maybe next year. Then he's an old man. He's like, this is our year. And I'm like, that is so true, man.
Dude.
They won a championship before it was a Super Bowl. They don't even call it a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was like in the 50s or something.
That's like a participation award.
Right.
Like you guys played football with leather helmets.
Duh.
Good job. No. Now we're playing real ball.
That right. Hey, shit, but that was real ball. Can you imagine a collision with a fucking motherfucker 6'4", 6'5",
right? But you know what's crazy?
Pounds, and it hits you head to head. Like there's been motherfuckers die from
right.
fucking head collisions with helmets on.
But those 250 and 270 guys now are way more athletic.
Freight trains.
Yes, they're way more athletic. They look different. Like you can put them next to each other. Yeah, they were good. Those guys were strong and shit.
Like you out here like the Flintstones.
But you ever hear them story? I watch all them old school videos. Them guys are eating chicken at halftime and some of them drinking and smoking cigarettes and shit. While these other guys are like fucking eating proteins and bananas and shit, like, getting cryogenic fucking treatment at halftime and shit.
He's like, at the end of the first quarter, send your boy out for a bucket of KFC. Like, for the team, like, no, that's for me. Like, you want a bucket? No.
Right.
Like, what? A bucket of the six
Like in baseball. Like, baseball, they still do it. They say they be having, like, gourmet food in the fucking locker room between innings because you could play, like, to your 55 in baseball.
Dude.
I've said that many times.
I know it's going to be
like me and you could try out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could put this shit on the show. Like, well, let's go try out. We're old enough. We're like in the prime age of baseball age.
In your twilight years. I've never been a fan of baseball, bro, in my life. I mean, it's cool to me to go to the stadium and actually watch it.
The experience there is fun.
It's way better. Like, even in Comerica, I love that you can walk, like, you can 360 view the field, walk around the whole stadium, do whatever, chill.
The Friday night fireworks.
Right, just shit like that. But I grew up, my really first introduction to baseball was, like, my great-grandfather. I was, like, younger than kindergarten, like 5 years old or whatever. And he would listen to the game on the radio, sit on the porch, have a little beer, and like sardines and stuff like that.
Chill, old school
crackers, yeah. So like, dude, my great grandfather was like my favorite person, like one of my most favorite people in my entire life.
It's always cool to have those those few inspirational pieces in your life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
My great grandfather was like the man to me. He's like superhero, like you know what I'm saying? Like anybody that had authority and last word on my mom and my grandma, like you trump them, like you tell them to do shit and they shut up and do it. You got mom and grandma be like, oh, I'm like. When you're a kid little, you don't believe that there's a higher power than your parents. Mm-hmm. And then your grandparents step in and check them, and you be like, wait, what? Like
respect.
Look, yeah, because you're a kid, you don't realize it. You're like, ooh, grandma just said this to my mom. You thinking like, oh, my mom's about to go off. She ain't going to have that. And your mom's like, mom and dad, like, zip lip, like wait, grandma shut that whole shit down?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, there's a higher authority than grandma. And then my great-grandfather, who is my grandmother's father, is like, I'm like, there's God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and then my great-grandfather. Like,
damn.
Like he's authority on earth. Like, dude, I ain't never seen nobody shut my mom or my grandma down like resistance was futile. Like, he was Senator Palpatine. Before
they were like, yeah, he says shut the fuck up. But when he leaves, I'll be talking again.
No, he's like, no. When he leaves, you still gonna shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
If they hear you in the next room, it's gonna be on and popping.
Oh my God. I never met the guy or anything, but they said we had this one uncle. My dad used to tell me, and it might have been one of my, it might have been my dad's uncles or something like that. But they said this guy, or maybe it was his dad, I don't know. But they said this guy was like super scary. Like he'd walk by the room and like mumble some shit. And if you didn't live there and he was like sleeping in the room, like the kids that lived there all understood every single word. Like he was just like, and they were like, dude, it's time to get up right now and get ready to get ready for breakfast. We got to get ready to go, man. And they're like, what? I didn't hear shit. And he's like, did you fucking hear that, man? And like, that's how scared they were and intimidated this man. And like, my dad would tell me this story. He would just walk by, like, clean up the fucking room, get up in the breakfast, and we're going to be at breakfast in 5 minutes. Like, everything was like, and like,
he said, get up, clean his room, right?
Yeah, if I had to slow it down, it was like, you better clean the room. I'm going to whoop y'all asses if you ain't at breakfast in 5 minutes. But in Spanish, like, real quick, like, but quiet, dude. Like, and kids would, he said they would jump like lightning bolts, man. Like,
wait a minute. He said he was like the evil spirit talking in The Conjuring.
Oh,
like,
my God.
Like, he walked by the room, he got cold, and everybody's in a deep sleep.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you hear, like,
and there was the one kid that heard it.
Breakfast in 5 minutes. You're like,
yeah.
They woke up like, he's at the door. They're like, he's here.
Yeah. You know how
like,
the other
up,
kids didn't hear? Was the one girl, she's like, he is right fucking there. And they're like, yeah, right. Because he got in the brain with that one little, that mumble just hit the ear resonated in the eardrum. And people would jump.
I was like, I don't think, like, scared-wise, like, authority figure in my life, grandparents, parents, whoever. I think the person I was like I said, I was like afraid of, like, dude, I took so many whoopings when I was a kid. Like, check it out. I bullshit you not, from like 11 years old to like 16, whatever, if a whole 7-day week went by without me getting in some kind of trouble or they were getting an ass whooping, it was a fucking miracle. If I made it from Monday to first day going back to school till a Sunday night without no incident or getting fucked up or getting an ass whooping for something, it was a fucking miracle.
That's worth allowance.
Like, I used to fucking like count down the last hours of the day. Like Sunday, I was like, Sunday night, like, it's gonna be 10 o'clock. Like,
right.
I ain't in trouble for shit. Like, I mean, I was in a Rocky moment in my mind, like, flying high now.
Right.
It's like, yeah, because, bro. But my fear was, like, my great grandfather, I told you, and he wasn't scary, he wasn't mean or, like, he was an angel, like, a saint to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was cool as hell, but that was my fear, like, if he, like, said he got authority on my mom and grandma, like, I don't want no ass whooping from.
That's
like I don't want to deal with that, like
Floyd Mayweather always says, there's levels to this.
Right.
There's some levels to that.
Right, like
that
you
parent.
hear, and then they step, like, they didn't go to the next tier up. They went 4 tiers up, like.
They even say,
like, you're a private, and he's like a super general or some shit.
Right. They even say there's 26, I think, levels above the actual president of the United States of, like, levels of power.
Hey, no.
And that's like some secret stuff that we don't even know about type shit.
You think I did not know that the Pope and the voting of the new Pope and everything was so intricate? And there's a movie. It's like in Italian and shit, and there's subtitles, but just, I'm trying to think what it's called. Is it called The Pope or something? Well, anyway, and it's like a newer movie just within the past 2 years. And they show the voting for the Pope and how people know they won. It's like a black smoke,
the smoke,
and a
right?
white smoke, and they'll be in like deliberation almost for days, whatever. The people will be standing outside for days, not even go home just to see if it's gonna be a white or black smoke.
Yeah.
In the voting process, when they showed it, I was like, dude, this is some ancient world.
Yeah.
Straight like.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like so secretive. It's like they're, I think the most conversation I even heard people talk was like they were all eating lunch like at the big cafeteria, whatever it was, where it was time for everybody to eat.
Yeah.
And they were just having like basic regular conversations at the tables, and nobody spoke about the election. It wasn't even like, hey, I heard so and so got votes. Nobody knew what nobody.
You know why? Because it was like that Bruce Lee type shit. You know what happened? Like when we didn't see is those guys fucking derobed and fucking fought their fucking asses off like some Bruce Lee martial arts type shit. And then they sat down like it wasn't nothing, and they were just like, okay, you won. You're going to be the next guy, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And nobody gets to know about it. That's like that unspoken rule, like Fight Club. Nobody talks about Fight Club.
Right.
That might be what happens, because they're old school. They got their own rules and they're their own sovereign city.
But they showed from the whole process, and it wasn't like, it was, what's the dude's name that's like, Clarice Starling. What's his name? Anthony Hopkins. Is that his name?
I might be
I
from
think
Silence of
he's
the
in-
Lambs.
Yes, I believe he's in it. And bro, it was so deep. I was like, the Pope, the way they go about it. And it's weird because you don't run for Pope. You don't be
Yeah.
like, I'm campaigning, I'm gonna be Pope. You are chosen.
You're chosen.
You are chosen. Like, even if you didn't want to be Pope, you're like, I'm cool with being a cardinal or such and such. And they're
Yeah.
like, you know what, you're going to be the Pope. And you can't be like, I appreciate the offer. Like, this is not an option, bro. You are the Pope. That's what it is. It's from God's mouth to my ears to you. I'm delegating authority.
Right.
This is what you are.
Let's say you were a cardinal and you're just so comfortable, like 12, 15 years in, cardinal style, living that lifestyle. You're like, man, this is so great. I just got to hang of this like 1 year out of your fucking 25 years or 30 because they're usually really old.
Right.
So out of his 37 years in there,
Finally getting the hang of it.
he's like, man, this is the shit. I got my rhythm going. They're like, night, hey, guess what's up? They're like, what? You're going to be Pope.
You're like, but I don't want to be Pope. They're like, we didn't ask you what you wanted to be.
They're like, we'll see you tomorrow.
You're like, but it's like, are you questioning God? Like, no.
Are you denouncing your Lord and Savior?
Dude, but I honestly feel like the Pope's position, like power-wise, I honestly feel like the Pope has more authority than the president does. I mean, like, for real,
Well, they have
for real.
the Vatican itself is its own sovereign city, like its own
Yeah,
laws
but I'm saying,
and everything.
if, let's put it this way. If Biden would have ran, Trump would have ran, and the Pope would have ran for government, but just was the opposer. And like, I believe, like, if the Pope was like, if you're any kind of Christian, the Vatican commands you to vote for this person, dude. Like, that would be a swing of votes. People would leave. I believe.
Oh my
people
gosh.
who are straight up diehard Christians, like believing that type of
man.
stuff, they would abandon their party, whether it
Yeah.
be Democratic or
Military,
GOP. Right? They would abandon
whatever
that.
badge you
Like,
wear, you would
right,
probably just like.
denounce. Like, if the Pope was like, I command you as Christians and anybody representing such and such, like,
The diehards.
not to vote for Donald Trump. Dude, they'd be like, damn, Don, I love you, but this is God, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like, that's God.
You
like,
know
he's
what you're
second in-
asking me?
like, you're the second in command of God right now on
Yeah.
earth. Like, there's God, and then there's Pope here. And the Pope just told me not to vote for you. Like, I love you and everything, appreciate what you did, but then you got to go. Like, the Pope said, like,
It's like-
but I said, like,
Yeah, you got to go.
look, let the Pope get on TV, for real. Let the Pope get on TV right now and be like,
Stop counting.
right, like, stop counting.
Stop counting
Like,
this
look,
shit.
like, it's been spoken. I would fear more, honestly, what the Pope could, like, if he was that destructive force, the Senator Palpatine type shit. If the Pope was that kind of person, I would have more fear of the Pope doing something to me than the president could. Like, who could actually get me worse and hurt me worse or, like, do something bad to you?
Right.
You're talking about, I wouldn't be worried about the government. They're like, oh, he still has rights as a human being. But, like, dude, this
I
is
think
the
our
Vatican,
world leaders
man.
are too old, and that's why I think they should be like they should fight, like physically fight against other
Oh.
people to get deals. Like put them in
Dude,
the ring.
I
Remember, like that movie Troy. Those battles were settled by their greatest warriors. You know what I'm saying?
Achilles, that movie was the shit.
Yes, it
dude.
was, wasn't it? That was the bomb
Oh
movie.
my God.
So underrated, by the way, because a lot of people
How you
gave
gonna
that like
bring that up? That just derailed my whole conversation. What we were just talking about. You
It
can't
did
bring
ha-
up Troy and move
we were bringing
on
the
from
politics
it, bro.
thing. I'm just saying
Right.
that should be done. You know what I
Right.
mean? It should be done.
Man, I think Sleepy Joe would have knocked
And
Don
sometimes
the fuck out.
we derail all the time because that's what happens when you're fucking venting on meant to vent.
Meant to motherfucking.
Shit just might switch like the
Let me say
Michigan.
this again for the hearing impaired.
we're
This is why
unpredictable.
we're here.
We're unpredictable like Michigan's weather. All right,
Oh,
it's
damn.
50 right now. Tomorrow will be 82.
And if it is, I'm gonna go ahead and just go double pump and get that pneumonia. I'm like, I had shorts on. Now I
Here
got a
we go.
snowsuit. Now I'm putting on a t-shirt. Rock it like that.
Right? Wife beater.
Like my temperature's 103. And I got chicken pox, but I'm going outside.
Right?
Like, dude, like you're like 3 breaths from your deathbed. Like, nigga, I got a still lung. I'm doing this.
Right? I could breathe good enough.
Look, you're sitting around like,
Right.
what?
It's taking you like that dude from Malcolm in the Middle trying to talk and shit like, hey, I'm gonna be ready for the party tonight. Remember my man? You better not forget me, dog. I'll remember that shit. I'll remember that shit.
You gotta breathe. You gotta remember it. He started breathing like Darth Vader, like,
And I'll remember that shit.
never forget you. And scene.
Man, speaking of some hip hop, some older rap artists, some guys from New York have a podcast, and I was watching the clip.
They shit ain't like ours though.
Nah,
Our shit lit.
but it's all right.
Lit,
You know, they do a
lit.
lot of funny things, whatever. They're like more hip hop style oriented and talk about music type things. But
Right.
so they're bringing up Tribe Called Quest, and the guy that like
One of the best groups ever.
right was saying that they're Hall of Fame. You know, they're one of the best groups ever, just like you said.
So,
But the other guy was like, I don't even listen to him. But he's got like a raspy voice. Like, I don't listen to them, you know. And then so he was like, that was just not music I listened to. I was too busy robbing. I was a robbing motherfucker. And these guys were just
Robbing
that different
motherfucker.
kind of music. And he was like, I'm just saying they're still in the Hall of Fame. They're already in the Hall of Fame. So they're yelling back and forth about the credibility of Tribe Called Quest, which, you know, there's no
that
question.
should, right. That should never even come into question.
But
Credibility.
this guy was so adamant about his street credibility and where he came from that he, you know, decided that Tribe Called Quest
Wasn't
is
on his
below
level.
him. So
He said Fife and them was beneath him.
he goes,
Disrespectful.
you rap too, motherfucker. You know what this is and this and that. He goes, I used to rob motherfuckers. You were the one who wanted me to go to the studio. And they're like friends. You could tell they were friends because he's like, they started crossing lines like on the camera and they decided this was content. Like whoever they're, because a lot of like podcasts that start getting successful get hired by certain companies and, you know, whatever. So they got to keep the show rolling because then contracts get involved or whatever with those kind of companies. And so these guys got to do the show, and it was content. So my man was like, they crossed the line on air, you know, like on the camera. He's like, you're the one who wanted me to rap. I was wanting to run into CVS. He wanted to go rob a CVS. He goes, oh, look who got tough when he got a gun. Oh, now I'm tough. Get on the ground. He starts like literally like quoting quotes from his robberies. Like literally could like put him in prison. He was like snitching
incriminating
him.
shit out of
Like
stuff.
saying all the stuff he says. Do you value your life, motherfucker? Like saying stuff that his friend would say, and he's like looking at him like all fucking offended and shit. And then he goes,
That's fucked up.
yeah.
He's
He
like,
goes,
hey, bro, you gonna get a nigga locked up. He's like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck
so
up.
they started yelling at each other, this and that about their, you know, this about the music and stuff. And he was defending why he don't listen to Tribe Called Quest because he used to just rob people at gunpoint.
He's like, it's
Like-
all about putting slugs in motherfuckers
Yeah.
and taking their
I
bag.
just made a confession to fucking armed robberies, multiple. You know, and so
Statute of limitation ain't even up on it.
Right.
He's like, you're going to prison, bro.
right, you know, my son would be pissed off because he did like 9 years and shit. My son, a badass rapper too, but he got out of prison and just started rapping. But he's older, but he's still good as hell. But he's older. You know what I'm saying?
He's like,
Good, but, you know,
like, this ain't the rap your grandfather listened to. Like, actually, it is. They went to school together.
and he didn't snitch on nobody, and he had to go to prison. And you're over here snitching on air, like just yelling at each other.
Like, you know what? I think, like, there's a difference in snitching and telling. Like, snitching when you're trying to do some low-down dirty shit behind somebody's back. Some motherfuckers just tell, just right there in front of you and just
Yeah.
tell, like, I ain't snitching. I'm telling right here in front of you. Like, oh, yeah, he's not snitching. He flat out telling. Like,
Right. Like there's this comedian I used to like because now I don't because he's got these like rape allegations and grooming allegations for younger girls and shit. He's like
damn,
totally
fuck
got
that
wiped
shit.
off the entertainment planet, and he was like,
he should have got erased from life.
yeah, and I
Don't
agree.
play that shit.
But they blew him off the planet. They're like ending him. You know what I'm saying? Anyways,
Kudos to them for
Right.
ending that shit.
I did an episode on that. Y'all can see. Check the thumbnail. You'll know exactly what I'm talking
Anyway,
about.
Talking about your mans and them about to get into it.
Yeah. So these guys. Oh yeah. Let me get back to that real quick. Okay. You got me. You see what happens in this meant to vent shit?
Derailed.
That was that Michigan weather shit coming in. That was a cold front.
Hey, spoiler. Name of this episode is called Derailed.
Yeah.
Derailed.
Going down the road on a derailing train. So these guys were arguing about the rap game and what is, you know, what he thought was good rap and not whatever. So they were like, look, we got to stop talking. He talks to whoever the producer guy is in the back off camera. He said, we got to get off topic. I'm about to put my hands on this guy. And he's already doing this. Like, he's already like violating personal space.
Right,
He's
right.
already breaking like
the
rule
3-foot
one.
rule. Like the 3-foot rule. Like, you didn't give me 36 inches, bro.
When as soon as you say I'm about to put hands on somebody, then you violate their space with the reach to the face. Like you're already
Right.
doing this. He's like
I
I'm
think
about to
that's
put my
called
hands.
right there. It's called imminent danger.
Yeah.
It's imminent danger.
So he's like, don't you do this? He goes, I'm about to put hands on you. Then he he goes, then he brings out this thing he called the claw. He's like, I'm going to choke you out. You're about to get the claw. And he literally, I hate when people use that word because I can't stand it.
Literally.
And I just did it. I even put like, enunciate?
Enunciated.
I was like, oh, literally. Yeah.
Literally.
I will bring you back to your regularly scheduled programming. No, so anyways, he threatens him with the claw. He's like, I'm going to give you the claw. These are like exact words. I'm going to give you the claw. You know what I'm saying? Followed by a bunch of N-words. No, I'm just kidding.
Like, nigga, beep. NIB.
claw, claw. And then, like,
Clack, clack.
yeah. So he goes
Oh,
and swings the claw at him, like the real, like, it looks like I'm about to throw a curveball at you, but he, like, swung this blow at this guy, like the other guy. He was like, so he throws his shit at him, and they start swinging at each other from their chairs. They're like fighting in a chair, like one handed and fucking throwing at each other.
Like some
and my
elementary
man,
school shit.
right? And my man like does the fade bob step. He's like, whoosh, and then starts kicking, whoosh, whoosh, starts throwing side kicks. Right? He's like, motherfucker, you better watch your feet. He goes, I just activated you made me activate my legs. He got him so mad, he had to activate his legs.
Fucking legs.
He had to act. Dude, if you ever get me mad and I got to activate my legs, I don't think I'm going to tell you. I don't think I'm going to tell a person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean like you. Like, I'm going to tell you.
Right,
like, I mean like a person.
It's like, wait a minute. Did you really? Hold up. Activating these bitches. It's on.
Like where's my phone? Let me activate this
like,
app. My leg app. Let me turn my leg app on real quick.
I had to put my 4-digit PIN number in real quick. Like, beep, beep, beep. Like,
you got some jumper cables? I'm in my 40s. I got to fucking jump and start my shit. I got to activate my legs.
You are like a Van Halen video, like, kickstart your heart. Like, no.
I'm about to activate my legs on you. That's crazy, dude. He said you made me activate my legs.
Speaking of activating shit, what's up with people still having jerry curls and shit? I'm like,
what you trying to say, man?
Dope.
No, I'm just kidding.
I am not bullshitting. That is a Southern thing. Like, I didn't think, like, jerry curls and gold teeth and shit was, like, real. But that shit down south is, like, for real.
That dude that sings that What's Poppin' song?
Jack Harlow, whatever.
I think that's a white dude with jerry curl.
He's like, what's poppin'? Like, apparently your activator, your shit greasy as hell.
That's Sideshow Bob's illegitimate kid.
I'm like, you at home fucking up pillowcases, and I guarantee you the collar of every shirt you got is just fucked up.
That's what he got What's Poppin' from.
He said, what's poppin'? Snapping
all up on the pillow. What's poppin'? Yeah. Mama's all pissed off. Got to do all your laundry and shit.
Like my greasy ass pillowcases. Like you fucking up the church's money.
Damn, she said,
oh. Fucking up the church's money, bro.
She's got to go and pray for this.
He's like, let it be known.
Damn. We really derailed on that one.
Like, yeah, we didn't win. Like, him with the Eminem, like, you're rapping about homosexuals and Vicodin. Like, what the fuck? Oh, my God. That's so stupid. I almost forgot what we were talking about. Like, laughing.
I was talking about them guys activating their legs.
Oh, right. Yeah, he was so out of line for that. Like, anytime you're a grown-ass man.
Because it brought it, like, activating the legs.
Just
made you like all of a sudden you were just like chasing a moth or a butterfly out in the outfield on the t-ball baseball field, and you were like, people still wear jerry curl. That's what you just did. I'm all like, these guys was fighting, and you're just like,
were they kung fu fighting?
I think I'm hungry. I think there's a moth in there.
He's like moth in the flame, shaking like a flashlight.
And then you came back to reality to the show, and you were like, "Oh, look, hey, people still wear jerry curl."
Look, I think Drake said it best. I had a moment, but it came and went.
That's what around here we call that getting squirreled. When the dog's like squirrel.
Hey, that's why, AKA code name. Rando Calrissian.
Yeah, Rando Calrissian. You just
like
you just randoed.
Like Rando Calrissian.
Rando First Blood. That's gonna be next. Cause you didn't went off like on La La Land on that one. You just like people in the South maybe still wear jerry curl. Like during the middle of my claw necking, activating leg foot fight scene.
Like that was some straight up Randall Calrissian derailment shit. Like,
dude, I thought I was doing like some ultimate Max Kellerman like play-by-play boxing commentating.
Sorry, he's like, look, he's like, hey Angelo, you doing this? Hit me one. He's like,
man, and then we just did some like I gotta give you that unspoken language look. I'm like I wasn't ready for that.
Look, like you fucking up. Right?
Yeah, like
you fucked up.
I wasn't ready for that.
Like, now I got to edit all your shit out. Like, why you kicking me out? Like,
I'm going to try to make a subject go together. So I'm going to be like, this guy was fighting. And then I'm over here yelling at you for no reason to just cut that part out.
Look,
I can't believe you did this.
We're going to put that shit together like a patchwork quilt. Like, fuck it. We just going to stick this together and see
like
what it
Dolly
like.
Parton, Dolly Parton's Coat of Many Colors. I'm putting together all the patches from the old Dolly Parton song.
Then like, so what we guys talking about? Like, What part? Like the beginning or the end? Like in the middle? Like what was y'all talking about? Like you know
Look,
what?
I know we filmed over an hour, but this episode's like 9 minutes. It'll be out tonight. It'll be on before you get home. Put it that way. You done fucked it up.
He said we got over an hour of footage in. He's like, oh,
Now that I'm
so
thinking
like,
about it, I caught you this time over here, Rando Calrissian in the flesh, over here trying to sell the new Millennium Falcon with the twin cam, but it's a twin cam neon. You motherfucker. And then,
oh my fucking god! Stop! You did not say the twin.
yes, the only one I know this side of the Mason-Dixie line to describe their neon with the twin cam.
Right, it's a dual overhead cam.
You don't know about the Dodge
bro,
neon.
Right, like bro, you got a
With the
4-cylinder car
twin
with a
cam.
fucking like a 12-ounce muffler on it. Like, try to front. Like your shit ain't even got a back seat.
The muffler was a coffee can. That's how long it was. It's like when you like hit the top
Folgers.
speed.
Had that Folgers can. Fucking exhaust like. It was like 0 to 60 in like 4 minutes downhill.
Sounds like a leaf blower on high.
A blower motor like.
On reverse, it sounds lower, like even lower, like.
Oh my
oh.
god!
With the twin cams.
Stop! Huh? You're killing me, bro.
But yeah, that was some Rando Calrissian type shit.
It was, bro. I just totally.
So yeah, this doesn't derail the fact that you derailed me from my epic story of a fight on air.
This can all go. Like if you don't, people always say.
Let me try it. Now we got a silence on the mic. See what happened? Because we both did it.
Dead air.
Because we just both did it. We zoned out.
You know how much fucking studio time we just paid for that?
That was in the zone of silence.
Like,
That was like in Mexico, zone of silence.
yeah, it was like that flat man on the TV where everything goes off and they play the fucking Pledge of Allegiance or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Land of the freedom, like national anthem, like. Ooh.
I remember that shit though when they used to MTV before there was
Yeah.
like 24/7 programming.
Hey, I was young. Like I remember the first cable stations was It and On. You had that little box in the back of your shit like an Atari.
Oh man,
Thought you was watching porn and it was like a red, green, and blue fucking squiggle line on the side. You was looking like this.
I
Sideways,
see a
like,
nipple.
I see a nipple. Like, damn, that's a dude. That's fucked up.
and then the picture comes in. He's like this. That was no nipple.
Look, stand the full commando. All you like, that's the part that came in. Like, really?
I think they probably do that on purpose. Like, fuck with these kids.
You're like, gotcha, bitch. Dude, I'm loving this. I have so much fucking fun, bro. Hey, y'all just don't know. Like,
remember that old show that used to show?
did you just derail me again? No.
Yeah. Remember that Jerry Curl commercial in Coming to America?
Yes.
By the way,
he's like so close.
By the way, I got to cut my grass. No, just kidding.
He's like, my fucking turtle's barking.
I'm just derailing all over the place.
He's like, my fucking turtle's barking. This
I went-
motherfucker needs to
Yeah,
shut up.
I went to Bed Bath Beyond at the same time.
Right, just out of the blue, he's like, you know, I was at Farmer Jack the other day, right? Like, yeah, and like, oh, I was just telling you I was at Farmer Jack. Like Farmer Jack, where you find one of them at?
Or what if the whole episode was me just like starting sentences? Like, oh man, you remember when? And then I was like,
Just stop.
but then I was like, no way, because
But then I was like, and he was like, and then she was like,
it broke off, and then you had to get like a new one. I thought it was fucked up. So do you have, I see you, I know you have some ink. Like, do you have a lot of ink? Like, you got a lot of tattoos?
Dude, I wanted in 3 fucking countries. Don't ask me about my personal shit. No, I'm just playing. No, I got like 1, 2, maybe 6 tattoos, I believe. I want some more, but hey, you making decisions like you making life decisions that the
So
as a tattoo part like this shit is for life. Like I
Right.
make a
so you said you live by Vegas, right? Or in Nevada?
dude. I lived in Tonopah, which was like 3 hours outside of Vegas. It was
Okay.
actually the halfway point between Reno and Vegas, like 3 hours each. But then yeah, in the next like year and a half, I spent actually living in Vegas.
Okay.
And
So you ever see those people where they do like those body modifications?
yeah,
Like where they
You've
do
seen
those like
people
where they split their tongue and do all
there's
this
this
weird like
dude,
lizard
people-
guys.
Yeah, like this guy there and he does like shows and shit or I don't know what, but he's like a tiger. Like changed his
Oh
whole
wow,
face,
yeah, I've
like,
seen him on the
into-
internet.
And like to see it like in real
Yeah.
life, it's almost like like creepy, almost paranormal type shit. I get a weird vibe from people like
Right.
that. I'm like, dude, something in your life went horribly awry
Yeah.
for you to be like, I just want to be a cat, and I'm gonna use a litter box, and I'm gonna get some stripes in my face.
Right.
I'm like, when I see people do like that, I just automatically assume they've given up on any type of professional career in life. I mean, outside of like theater or
Right.
making a living off of what they look like.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you're not going to no job.
They put like them bumps and like
yeah, but I'm like,
shit
you're not
everywhere.
going to no job interview like,
Yeah.
and possibly think somebody's gonna take you serious. Like, yeah, I want you to be the face of our business. When people come here, I want them to see you. Like,
I wouldn't even want you making my sandwich at Subway. If you got fucking your tongue split in half and shit like that, like
I've got a snake tongue, like, well, I just, I'm not with, and I don't mean to judge anybody. Like, you could be the greatest human being on earth, but people always say appearance doesn't matter,
right?
And I think that is, check it out. We're just on that same subject. We're gonna go to like physical attraction, as far as meeting somebody, and they're like, and I hate when people say like, it's not all about the way they look, like. You take the time to get to know whatever. I'm like, dude, honestly, if there's no kind of physical attraction, or you think somebody's cute or nice looking, like, they gotta be like drop dead gorgeous or something. But if there's no kind of visual attraction that first caught your attention, you're not even gonna go for it. So I hear people say like, looks don't matter. Like, yes, it did, because I guarantee you weren't somewhere and just seeing the ugliest person you could find. It was like, that's my motherfucker right there. Like that's
so like,
that's how,
you're
dude.
saying you wouldn't walk in a bar hammered, even when you got beer goggles on, and you see Susan Boyle, that one singer that became famous. Yes,
ain't happening.
Yes.
No, ain't happening.
She's like the real human version of Shrek with hair.
I know she is.
So
ain't happening.
she sings your heart off. You hear her singing when you walk in the bar.
Love. But like I said, if there was no
What happened if you Randall Calrissian it though? Like she Jedi mind tricked you. You walked in the bar and you just heard the voice. You're already like,
I'm pressing charges the next morning.
You were like,
I'm pressing charges the next morning. Like, we're gonna be talking about it. Like, there's gonna be legal repercussion behind her. Look, she took advantage of me. Like,
you got date raped.
Right, I feel like I've been manipulated. I've been bamboozled, hoodwinked, run amok. Dude, like, nah, bro. And I'm not saying like I'm the shit or nothing like that, but like I said, there has to be some.
You mean to tell me?
I think the only person on earth, honestly, who would have me like voice controlled like that, and I wouldn't care, would be fucking Sade, the singer Sade. Like, her voice mesmerizes me. Like, she could be like, "Oh, Angela, I want you to."
What if it's that Isley brother?
There, dude.
What if you're hammered and it's that Isley brother and he's just got his hair longer? The one who sings like where he's like, you know what I'm talking about?
I'm not gay, though.
Takes him like 12 minutes to sing like a Christmas song. Because he's like, you know,
said,
in the dawn's early light.
Hold on, he said, what if it was one of the Isley brothers? Like, I'm like.
It's that one Isley, but the one that sings like that, though.
I don't give a damn, dude. That's a dude, bro.
Every word takes like 9 minutes to sing.
He's like, you had 12 lyrics in a song, in the album was 17 minutes. Like, this ain't Stairway to Heaven.
He's
what
like,
the fuck?
He's like, Angela. And he was like, how are you?
Dude, you are stupid.
Shit would take a long ass time. But you're trying to tell me if you wasn't hammered, and that you wouldn't judge a person if he didn't sing your brain off.
Negative. Like, that is so never gonna happen. I'm like, nah, bro. Like I said, like, only person that could have me voice mesmerized to that extent would be Sade. I swear to God, something about her voice just, like, I'm like, I ain't gonna say mega Sade fan, like, stalker or whatever, but her voice, a motherfucker said to me, like, I don't like Sade. She can't sing. Like, dude, our friendship would seriously be in question. I'd be like, this motherfucker on some other shit. Like, what the fuck? Like,
she has that voice where she has that voice where it would, like, even if she talked, it would work.
Yeah, like
right now, she'd
like
be
I
like,
could think
smooth operator.
Yes,
but she would say it in a way that would just sound so amazing at home.
I would just like, I think I could sit, like, we were having a conversation, it was me and her. I think I could just sit there, and that'd be like the first time in my life that I would be silent and just sit and listen to every word that came out of her mouth, just to hear her say it. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, this is Sade. I fuck around and hang up on the Pope for Sade. No, just like,
back in my
the Pope call, like, nigga, I'm talking to Sade. Tell him to call back.
Back in my music days, I used to make beats and all that stuff, and do all that shit. I made a cool sample track with her, a sample of Sade, and I couldn't use it because they didn't give me permission to use a sample from a real nice song from Sade.
Sade was showed up at your house in person, like, I don't know if you know me, but let me catch you record my shit again without my permission. Like, fuck you.
I was gonna I was gonna publish it.
Gangster.
I was gonna publish it, but I went and I went through the right steps and everything, and they were like, no.
They didn't. They
said
didn't
no.
send you an apology letter like, we're sorry at this time, we can't. They was like,
And I was
"Dear
like,
Heim, no."
And I was like, you know what that told me? The song was piece of shit song. Because like if it was a good song and it was gonna be a hit, they're like, oh yeah, we want to be part of it.
Dude, don't ever disrespect Sade again.
No, I'm saying my song.
I'm like, dude, cut
Like
that shit out.
they were like, what you did with Sade, no, you're not allowed.
You're like, you just fucked up her magic. Like, don't call us back no more.
Yeah, they hit me with it.
They hit the Dave Chappelle line, like, playing golf on the moon, bitch. Don't call me no more.
They gave me the wrap it up box
To wrap it up.
because it's got the music when you hit the button. It's like a portable
Okay.
box you can get online for what I'm saying.
Yo.
It'd be like when people are just taking too long with a story, psh, it'll play that wrap
Dave
it up
Chappelle
music.
did that shit on. He's like, wrap it up.
The wrap it up box.
bro. That shit is so gangster. Hey, they need that shit in real life, because motherfucker would probably hit me with it a million times. They're like, you need to come with your own motherfucking wrap it up box so we can just hit it like wrap it up. Like I didn't even start like say my man that hit me. He's like, it's a good day.
Right?
Oh my God, we got problems, dude, on this show.
That's what we do. And like I said, you guys can reach me on my social medias. If you want to hit me on Instagram, I'm at the Real Heim 1 on Instagram, and you can reach Angelo at
Christine22,
which will soon to be edited to AKA Rando.
Calrissian.
That's right. Y'all be on the lookout for that, and go follow him and follow me, and send us some submission ideas if you want, or if you guys want to.
Even more than that, subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
SCB to the motherfucking subscribe.
And
right
also,
now. No,
also,
stop watching the show. Go do it. No, just
yeah, we'll wait. I didn't see
not
nothing
your
happen.
back. Look, not your back.
Yeah, especially you back there. Put the chips down. Come subscribe.
What did you say? He said he was gonna, but then he didn't. Like, I
Right.
was gonna, but then I didn't.
Well, if you liked the episode, hit us with a like and subscription. We'd really appreciate it. And this has been another episode of...
Vent the Vent.
That's right. Till next time, humans. See ya.
Peace.